Hey kids, good afternoon from NYChessKids. My name is Saudin. In today's lesson, we are going to be studying checkmates in 3, and this is our Chess Study 29D. So please take a piece of paper, or you can print the PDF file from NYChessKids website, and we can calculate and study together. Now, I am going to give you a couple of seconds for each puzzle, but if you need more time, please stop, pause the video, and you can take as much time as you need. Okay, let's go with this first one. The puzzle is 121 in your book. So it is white to move, checkmate in 3 moves. Okay, I'm sure you are thinking about rook h8. Check, king goes to f7, and here you have to find a move. Right, I think you found this move. Queen takes g7, right? King has to take, and then rook from h1 goes all the way down to h7, checkmate. So let's see those moves. Rook h8. We sacrifice our queen, and then rook h7, checkmate. Right? Let's go to 122. What do we have here? Pieces that can help you is rook on e1, bishop on e7, and queen on c3. Okay, let me give you a little bit help. Back rank problems. See, the bishop is on c8, and the rook is not controlling the back rank. Okay, let's calculate right now. First move, queen takes h8. King takes h8. Bishop to f6, check. King has to go back to g8, or queen can block. And then we play rook e8, checkmate. So let's play the moves. Rook e8, checkmate. Let's see 123. Always look at the pieces that can help you. Right now we have 3 of them, queen, bishop, and the rook. Okay, a little bit help. If you didn't find the move by now, the last move is rook h8, checkmate. Okay, let's play the moves. Queen goes to h7. King has to take, rook h4, and rook h8. Great. Let me just adjust a little bit this camera. I think it's better in this place here. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Again, pay attention to the pieces that we have. We have a queen on d4, rook on f4, rook on h3, pawn on f5, bishop on e7. All those pieces can help us for the checkmate. Okay, let's see. If you didn't find by now, I'll give you the last move is bishop f6, checkmate. So calculate now. Okay, let's calculate queen g7. We take the pawn on g7. King has to take. Then we play rook g4, check. King has to go to h8, and we play bishop f6, checkmate. queen g7, rook g4, and bishop to f6, checkmate. Okay, 125. Can you please count all the pieces attacking the king? How many do you see? 5 pieces, right? All of them are important. Knight, queen, 2 rooks, and the bishop. Okay, if you did not find the checkmate in 3 by now, let me just explain you a little bit the position. Look, this rook is controlling the file. That means king cannot run away to that side. We also have this rook, and we know those setups, right? We know that rook could go to d8 and make a checkmate on the back rank. We had that position many times in those checkmate puzzles. Now, we have also a knight attack on c7, and we have a knight protecting the king. So I hope this helps you to find the moves. If not, let's calculate the first move. Queen takes c6. See if you can find checkmate in 2 from there. Okay, let's now play the moves. Queen takes c6, pawn takes. That's the only move. Then knight c7, check. Rook has to take on c7, and rook goes to d8, checkmate. So let's play. Knight c7, and rook d8, checkmate. Let's go to 126. Again, here we have to be very careful because black has 2 queens. Queen e1 here would be a checkmate. So we have to figure out the checkmate. Pay attention to all the pieces that you have on the chessboard. How many pieces are attacking the king? I see 4. Okay, let me give you the last move is knight to e6, checkmate. Okay, hopefully now you can see that. First move is queen f7. Knight has to take on f7, and then bishop takes on f7, check. The only move is king d8, and knight e6 is checkmate because it's pinned. See, this rook on d1 is pinning the pawn, and king cannot escape. So let's see that. Knight e6, checkmate. 127. This you know from our mating patterns, if you saw those videos. And we had this position also before in checkmate 3 and checkmate 2. So it is important here to play first move knight e7. Right? So we play knight e7, king has to go to h8, and now you can sacrifice on h7. King takes on h7, and rook h1 is a checkmate. So let's play the moves. And rook h1, checkmate. 128. Okay, I'll give you more time for this one because it's not simple. Again, pay attention to all the pieces. Queen is on h5 and knight on e5. Pay attention how there is a checkmate here on f7, but bishop is protecting f7. Then we have this rook on d1, bishop on h7 is important. And of course, we have to take into considerations bishop in b2 and rook c1. They could be helpful for the attack on the king. Okay, help. It is a smothered mate. Okay, another hint for you. The last move is knight to d7. So let's see if you can find now. Good, let's calculate now. First, we take rook to d5. We are removing a bishop from defending the pawn on f7. Queen has to take. All right, that's the only move. Queen takes on d5, protects pawn on f7. Can you find the move now? Second move, queen takes f7. Queen has to take on f7 and knight d7, checkmate. So let's play the moves. We take on f7 and knight d7, checkmate. 129. So we have queen, rook, and a knight attacking the king, but we also have two pawns, very important for this attack. Okay, I'll give you the first move and then you calculate. Queen b7 is the first move. King has to take, and now try to find checkmate in two moves from here. Okay, let's calculate together. We take on b7, king takes, and then rook goes to a7. King has to play king c8, and then rook c7 is a checkmate. So we take rook a7, and we play rook c7. Boys and girls, if you need more time, pause the video and think and write down the moves. I think it is very important to write down the moves, because then you can compare the way you think with our analysis on the chessboard. Let's see, 130. Don't forget all your chess pieces. Right? We have here a great power with the two rooks and the queen. The pawn on f5, bishop is open on b2, so let's combine this and try to find a checkmate. Okay, let me give you help. We have to play a move that is check, right? Because otherwise queen goes to g1 and white is going to be checkmated. So let's calculate queen h6. Pawn takes, rook h6. The only move is rook h7. Can you find the checkmate now? Yeah, bishop f6 is a checkmate, right? Let's play the moves. Now, if king goes to g8, we play queen h8, checkmate. Checkmate. Let's go to 131. How many pieces do you see attacking the black king? Count all of them. So let's count them. We have a rook on h1, queen on e3, bishop on d2. And we have a pawns here, e5, f5, right, g4. So that's clearly helping us for the attack. Okay, let's calculate here. The first move is queen h6, check. Try to see if you can find our checkmating tool. Okay, let's play the moves. Queen h6, rook takes h6, bishop h6, and king has to go to h7. We play bishop f8, checkmate. So it looks like this. And bishop f8, checkmate. Okay, 132. Pay attention to all the pieces. We have right now 4 pieces attacking a black king. Queen, 2 rooks, and the bishop. Okay, let me give you a little bit help. The last move is checkmate with a double check. Let's calculate queen h7, king takes, rook h4. The only move for king is king g8, and rook e8 is a double checkmate. Let's play the moves. And rook e8, checkmate. Right? 133. What do we have here? Don't forget all your chess pieces. We have rook and a queen line up here, clearly attacking pawn on g7, so checkmate could happen there. We have a knight on e6 helping us. We also have rook on c8. Now black is protecting pawn on g7 with 2 pieces, but we are attacking with 3 pieces. Okay, let me give you a little bit help. So clearly we are thinking about taking on g7, but rook takes, and when rook takes on g7, queen takes on g7. So what we can do, we can just remove this queen from b7 by playing rook c8. And there is no move for black, right? King cannot move, so the only one is queen c8. And now we can take. Checkmate. Okay, 134. Help. Back rank, checkmate. See, this is a kind of interesting position. I know when you play a game of chess, you would probably just capture rook e7 immediately, right? But if you stop a little bit, you will find the checkmate. So let's calculate knight c7. King goes to f8. Can you see the move here? Okay, I hope you found queen d8. Bishop takes on d8 and rook e8 checkmate. So knight c7, queen d8, and rook e8 checkmate. 135. Pay attention to all the pieces that can attack the king. Right now, I see 4 pieces and the pawn on b4 that can help us for the checkmate. Okay. Let me give you the first move and then you calculate. Queen d6, king takes on d6. Can you find a checkmate in two moves here? Okay, hopefully you found bishop f4, king goes to d7, and then bishop e6, checkmate. So let's calculate one more time together. Queen takes on d6, king takes, bishop f4, king goes to d7, and bishop e6, checkmate. So let's see that. Bishop e6. Let's go to 136. Okay, let's see first what's happening on the chessboard with so many pieces, right? Big mess. So we have a queen on h4. We have a pawn on g6, attacking pawn on f7. We also have this bishop supporting the attack with a queen. Now we also don't forget the rook on f1. Right? Can you combine that and find a checkmate in three moves? I'm sure when you calculate this, it's easy to find first two moves, but the problem is the third one. So let's calculate together. I'm thinking of removing this knight, right? So we can take the pawn on f7, but then king will go to e7, right? So let's see this. Queen takes on d8. Rook takes on d8. Then pawn takes the pawn on f7. Check. King has to go to e7. And now we have this checkmate. Bishop c5, checkmate. Right? Let's see that. And bishop c5. 137. Try to think about every piece that can join the attack. Pay attention to the king on f5. Cannot retreat, right? Cannot go to e6, not to g6, and not to g5. That means every piece on the chessboard here is important, like pawn on h4, even pawn on d4, protecting the bishop. Now, don't forget this rook on a1 that can join the attack. Of course, if the rook can join the attack, the knight also can join, right? Okay, let me give you a help. The last move is rook to f1 checkmate. Let's see if you can find first two. Hopefully you found queen e4, king takes on e4, then knight goes to c3. Check. King has only one space to move to, king f5, and rook f1 checkmate. So let's see this. We take knight c3 and rook to f1 checkmate. Let's go to 138. Let's first see what are the pieces that can help us for a checkmate. I see queen and the rook and the knight. Okay, here in this position, we'll just have to use a little trick. Um, See, king can escape. I know you are thinking about queen d8, but the problem is king can run away later on to e7, right? So what we have to do is we just have to play first move queen to d6. Now knight has to block, and then we can play queen d8 and take rook d8. 139. Again, you have to look at the pieces. We have a queen on d5, bishop on g5, rook e1. You remember before we talked about this bishop on c8, very often blocking the coordination between the rooks and the pieces on the last rank. So it's a back rank checkmate. I know you are thinking about rook e8. That's such an obvious move. But then bishop goes to f8. Can you find a move here? Okay, second move is bishop h6. And black doesn't have a move. Doesn't matter what black plays here, we take rook f8, checkmate. So let's play this. Rook e8, and we play bishop h6, and rook f8, checkmate. 140. Again, pay attention to all the pieces. Pawn on h6 is also helping us a lot. And we have two rooks and the queen in attack. And something like this you should see right away, because it happens in the chess games very often. So you should recognize those positions immediately. Let's calculate together. It's a back rank checkmate. First move is queen f7, rook f7, then we play rook e8 check, rook has to block, and then we take on f8. Doesn't matter with e8 rook or f3 rook. So let's see. We play this move, right? And now we can take with both rooks. Checkmate. Okay, kids, we did 20 puzzles. If you need a little bit break to rest, you can drink something, eat, refresh yourself, and then you can come back, or you can come back the next day. 20 puzzles a day is a lot, especially checkmates in 3. You get tired after this, so you can continue whenever you are ready. Let's go with 141. Okay, let's recognize all the pieces attacking the black king. Knight on f5 in a very aggressive position. Bishop on b2. Look at this diagonal. Right, and then we have queen on e3, rook on e1. And here for this position, you need also pawn on d5. So let's see what can we do here. Okay, if you cannot see by now, let me give you the hint. The last move is pawn on d5 takes on e6, checkmate. Okay, let's calculate now. First move, bishop g7. King has to go to f7, and then we sacrifice the queen, queen e6. Knight has to take on e6, pawn on d5 takes on e6, checkmate. So let's see all the moves. Checkmate. 142. This one should be very easy for you. I'm going to give you the hint. The last move is rook h8 checkmate. Okay, let's calculate now. I'm sure maybe you're looking at at the moves like queen h4, queen h8, and so on. But don't forget that bishop on c8 is attacking your rook on h3. I actually see on the chess tournaments kids blunder like that so often. They just forget, this kind of attack. So let's see. We take queen g6. That's the first move. Pawn has to take, and now we push the pawn to f7 check. The king is in checkmating position, cannot move. So queen has to take on f7 and then rook h8 checkmate. Let's play all those moves. And rook h8 checkmate. 143. You remember in checkmate in 2, we had the Boden mate, and here we just have to calculate all those moves. Now look, pawn on e6 is important here. We need a pawn. We need two bishops, queen, and the knight. So that means all those pieces are important for the attack. How about I give you the last move? Bishop a6 checkmate. See if you can find now the combination. Okay, let's calculate. First move, knight to b6. Pawn has to take. Queen takes the knight on c6. King can go, king cannot move. Pawn has to take on c6. And then bishop a6, checkmate. So let's see that. Knight b6. You take on c6. And bishop a6, checkmate. 144. Any idea here? Pay attention how knights in the center of the board are so dangerous. Okay, I'm going to give you a last move. Knight f7, checkmate. I hope that helps. Did you find the first move? Let's calculate. First one, queen e8. King has to take on e8. Knight f6, check. King has to go to d8, and then knight f7, checkmate. So we play this move. Checkmate. 145. A lot of pieces here. So first explain yourself the position. Pay attention to all the pieces attacking the black king. Let's count them together. How many do you see? I see queen on e2, that can help me. Bishop on e3, that's 2. I see the knight on e7, 3. I see pawns 4, 5 here. Now, sometimes definitely this knight could jump and help us. Bishop is a little bit too blocked. right? So let's see now if you can find the move. Okay, let's calculate queen h5 check. Of course, if bishop goes to h6, we take on h6. If pawn takes the queen, then we can push this pawn to g6 check. Pawn takes, and then f pawn takes checkmate. Let's play the moves. Checkmate. 146. Pay attention to all the pieces. Queen on h4, knight on g5, pawn on f4, bishop on d3, bishop on b2. So what can we do here? Okay, let me give you a little help. First move is queen h5. And now you calculate different moves here. Calculate what happens if pawn takes on h5. Calculate what happens if bishop takes the knight on g5. Also calculate what happens if knight goes to f6. Okay, let's see now together. Queen takes h5. If the pawn takes the queen, then a bishop h7 is checkmate. Queen takes h5. If the bishop takes the knight on g5, then we play queen h8, checkmate. Queen h5. Knight goes to f6. Now, we take bishop f6. If bishop takes f6, we play queen h7 checkmate. So our white bishop is here. If pawn takes the queen, then bishop h7 is a checkmate. So let's see the moves. We take. Now we are threatening queen h7 checkmate. And here, bishop h7 checkmate. 147. Again, don't forget all the pieces that we have, including the bishop on e3. Right, bishop on e3, knight on d4, rook on b5, queen on a4. So all those pieces are helping us for the attack. Okay, how about I give you the first move, and then you calculate the rest. Queen goes to a7, and king takes on a7. So let's see if you can find checkmate in two moves from here. Okay, let's see this. We take queen h7, king takes on a7, and the next move is knight c6, double check. So king can go to a8 or a6. If king goes to a8, then we play rook to a5, checkmate. If king goes to a6, you can still play rook a5, checkmate, or you can play rook b6, checkmate. So let's see those moves. Queen a7, we play knight c6, and rook a5, checkmate. Let's see, 148. Again, don't forget all the pieces that can help you for a checkmate. And in this case, you need all of them. Like you need the pawn on e6. You need a bishop on c3 and the two rooks. You need a queen. Okay, let me give you help. It is a back rank checkmate. Okay, more help. Let's calculate queen d8. Try to find a checkmate in 2 from that position. Okay, let's see now the moves. Queen takes on d8. King has to take. Bishop f6, check. Pay attention, king cannot go to the c5 because now the rook is discovered. King has to go to e8, that's the only move, and rook c8, checkmate. Right, that's why we need a pawn on d7 as well, because king cannot escape. So let's see. Rook c8, checkmate. Let's see, 149. This one you should find without problems. Okay, the first help is it's a back rank checkmate. I mean, yeah, it's in connection with back rank checkmate. Okay, the help again. The last move is bishop b5, checkmate. Okay, let's see now the moves. Hopefully you found queen d7, check. Rook has to take on d7. Rook c8, check. Rook d8. And then bishop goes to b5, checkmate. So let's play those moves. Checkmate. Puzzle 150. What do we have here? Look at this great knight on e5 in the center of the board, pawn on g6. We need that for a checkmate. We also need a queen and a rook. So let's try now to calculate 3 moves. Okay, let's see if I can give you help. I know you are thinking about rook h3 check and then maybe bringing the queen to h5, right? But don't forget the black queen is also around our king, so we can get checked. So we have to play a move that's going to force black king to play only moves. So try to calculate the move queen h5 here, check. See what happens after king takes or after king goes to g7. Okay, let's see this. We play queen h5. Now, if the king takes the queen, then rook h3 is a checkmate. King goes to g7. Now we play check and mate. Okay, 151. Again, first pay attention to all the pieces that you have. In this case, you have three pieces attacking the black king. The knights are very dangerous. They surrounded the king. So you have queen and the two knights. This checkmate is very beautiful. Okay. How about I give you the first move and then you calculate the rest. There are different lines, so try to calculate all of them and try to write down all of them if you can. So the first move is queen to g6. You are threatening queen h7, checkmate. That means knight can take on g6 or queen can go to g8 to block the check. So let's see what can you write down about this position. Okay, let's see now together. Calculate together. Queen g6. If knight takes on g6, then knight f7, checkmate. Let's see one more time. Queen g6. If queen goes to g8, what do we play here? You can do it two ways. You can play knight f7 check, queen takes on f7, and then queen h7 checkmate. Or you can play queen g6, queen g8, you play queen h7, right? And then when queen takes on h7, knight f7, checkmate. So let's see. I don't know what the computer is going to play. Okay, so I'm not sure which one is correct here, like which one we entered here. Is it queen h7 or knight f7? But I'll try. I assume it's probably knight f7. Okay, I was right. But queen h7 is more fun, right? Checkmate. Okay. You see, sometimes those puzzles have more solutions. It's not the only one. And I think it's important you see all of them. 152. Okay, what do we have here? We have queen on g5, rook on g3, knight on e4. Those are the pieces I need. Pawn on f5. Do you see a checkmate here? Okay, I am going to give you the first move, and then you can calculate. Queen takes on h6. So you have to calculate king takes and pawn takes. Okay, let's see it together. Queen takes the knight. If king takes, then rook h3 is a checkmate. Now, if pawn takes, then we play knight to f6 check. King has to move to h8, and then rook g8 checkmate. So let's see that. $153. I guess there's only one move here that you can calculate. That's knight h6. So let's see what happens if pawn takes on h6. From that position, we have checkmate in two moves. Rook g4 check, king has to go to h8, and then rook f8 checkmate. So let's calculate. Knight h6, rook g4, and we take on f8. 154. Again, what can help you here is pay attention how the bishop on e8 is blocking the rook and the back rank is very weak. So we have three pieces attacking here. Queen on f6, rook on f3, and bishop on h6. Okay, let's see. The first move is difficult to find. Now, we play queen e7. And the idea is you want to play queen f8 checkmate. Now, what can happen after queen e7? If black rook takes our rook on f3, then we play queen g7 checkmate. Now, if something else happens, let's say the bishop moves, then we would take queen f7, king goes to h8, and we play queen g7 checkmate, or bishop g7 checkmate. Now, queen e7, what else can black play here? Let's say black plays queen d8, right? Offers us a trade of the queen. Then you can play queen f8 check, rook takes on f8, and rook from f3 comes to f8 checkmate. So let's see, I'm not sure what the computer is going to play, but let's see. Okay, computer plays this move, g5. I don't know why. Queen f8, and you take rook f8. Okay, 155. Here we have only two pieces, a rook and the queen. Okay, if you did not find the checkmate in 3 here, I'll give you the last move. The last move is queen f7 checkmate. Let's see if you can find now. So let's see, first move, queen e6. Then we take rook h6 and queen f7 checkmate. 156. You have three pieces in attack. Queen on h6, rook on g3, and rook on e1. Any idea? Those kind of moves are not easy to find, so you have to get used to them. Okay, I'll give you the first move, and then you calculate on your own. First move is rook e8. So now we have to see what happens after queen takes on e8, or rook takes on e8, or any other move that black can play. Let's calculate together. Rook goes to e8. Let's first see what happens if rook takes on e8. Then we would play queen g7 checkmate. If queen takes the rook, then we play queen f6 check, Rook has to block, and queen g7 checkmate. Look at this move. It's kind of disrupting the black pieces on the last rank. And by the way, you are threatening queen g7 checkmate right now, right? Or rook g8 checkmate. So we play check, and we take. Okay, 4 more puzzles. Let's go. 157. Again, we have to recognize all the pieces that can help us for checkmate. So we have 2 rooks in the attack. We also have a queen on d2, knight on d4. For this position, we don't need a bishop. And I'm sure you are thinking about sacrificing your rook on f7 or playing rook h7. So let's see which one is right and calculate. Okay, I am going to give you the first move and then you calculate from here. Rook f7, king takes, and now we have to play a rook h7. So tell me what happens after king f8 or after king f6. Do you see the checkmate? Okay, if black goes to f6, then queen f4 is a checkmate. If black king goes to f8, then knight e6 is a checkmate. So the correct move is rook f7, queen f4, checkmate. Or if the king goes to f8, then we would play knight e6, checkmate. 158. Recognize all the pieces first. We have a bishop on b3, knight is on e4, queen on e2, bishop on h6. That's what you need for the checkmate. Okay, I am going to give you help, and then you calculate. Bishop f7 is the first move. So now try to write down all the other moves that you can see. Okay, let's do it together. Bishop takes on f7, king takes on f7. Knight goes to g5, check. Now, king has 2 options. Go back to g8 or go to f6. If king goes to g8, then we play queen e6, checkmate. Right, I hope you can see that, right? There's no pawn here anymore. Now, let's do it one more time. Bishop f7, king takes on f7, knight g5, and if the king goes to f6, then again we play queen e6, checkmate. So let's play the moves. Let's do 159. Pay attention to every piece that we have here. And I'm wondering how many pieces you see here that can help you for a checkmate. Okay, if you see only 3, it's not correct. You need one more. You need a pawn on h4.